Hi guys, welcome back to the Tesla effect. See, I think that's a bit of a clue there.
The Ritz is the fire trap I call home.
That is the all-seeing eye of Osiris or Lucifer. Tex Murphy. P.I. and Dancer Stroke, I hadn't noticed that before. Right, now. So, I've got to get these two things, haven't I? Now, didn't I get these two playing cards?
Well, these baseball cards may open the drawer in Mason Bauer's safe.
Okay, and I could also want to open that. Use that in the MRI. I don't think I'm going to need to, but Beach House.
Before I return to Sesen, I'll need a laser blade to cut Bauer's free.
There we go.
The trance interrupter serum and his trance key. Man, this is a nightmare. I fly back to the beach house to see if the cards Mason had on him can be used here. When I arrive, there's a familiar face waiting at the door, looking for an update.
That woman who looks ridiculous.
You found Mason. Is he okay?
Not physically, but mentally he's had a taste of his own medicine and it doesn't suit him.
Where is he?
It's a place called Sesen, and I can't tell whether he's being held for his own protection or against his will.
So, what do we do now if we don't know why he's there?
She's
We shouldn't
Aussie.
get the police involved, right?
Well, she's American,
these
doing a
boys
really
play
bad
for
accent.
keeps. I'm afraid if we break in on him, Mason may disappear for good.
She really should have
You
a
said
meal.
you don't think he knows who he is. What does that mean?
He's been shot up by something called the trance inducer. And if we don't get Mason's memory back, all three of us may be stuck at this dead end.
I'm so grateful you're doing this. I don't know
Yeah,
who
she's
else
an
I can
Aussie.
turn to.
And she said this.
I still care for Mason, but we haven't been close in a long time. You seem so tough and self-reliant.
Yes, you're such a cougar.
Well, being a PI is a very rough business.
Isn't the rough business always more exciting? Maybe when Mason is back to his normal state and out of danger.
Look,
I wouldn't
I'm
touch
no
you with a
hero.
barge pole.
I'm doing this to get my memory back. But perhaps later we could talk about this.
Perhaps is so full of possibilities. Is there a more intriguing or tantalizing word?
Perhaps. But right now I've got to find something to help me get Mason out of Sesen.
I'll leave you to it. Good luck, Tex. I've got to go. You know how to get a hold of me if there's anything you need.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. These women, why are they interested in you?
Maybe you need to get your
I think
optical
she's
sensors
interested in
checked.
anyone who's male.
Between Ariel, Taylor, and the look Mojo is giving you, I'd say losing 7 years has done wonders for your charisma. Hey, have you considered wiping...
Hey, smoke no more cigarettes. I hear they have a smoking deterrent system built right into the
I've already
cigarette.
done this, haven't I?
Hey, buddy! You know 1,000 people stop smoking every day by dying, you moron! Kissing you would be like licking an ashtray. Get it, dumbass? Hey, did you know that you and I are similar? We both are certified butthead. No, don't kill me. Have mercy.
Well, the system's about as effective as other systems I've tried. But I'll keep these in case I have a smoking emergency.
Right, okay. So, I want to get the study. I'm just going to look around first.
Now that?
Neurocemetery for dumbasses. It's not for dummies, it's dumbasses now.
A collector's edition of Matt Cubase Tyler
Yeah,
baseball
no, you're not gonna
card.
steal
I
that.
wouldn't dare thieve that.
And that's the Hypodemus. What do we call it? Right, I was just looking around. Right, so
Well, these baseball cards may open the drawer
yeah, I
in
want to get
Mason.
this. Oh, what? Damn. Go away.
Well, these baseball cards may open the drawer in Mason Bauer.
Oh, really? There's a drawer in his safe. Where's his safe? In his office, I'm guessing. Right, now, this is what I want to do. I didn't do it before, I should have done.
Well, that won't work.
What do you mean that won't work? That's what it said. Unless... I'm sure it'd be this whole... Unless it's too late. That's a vid phone, so that's not going to do it. Oh, that's a computer. There it is. Nope. Yeah, not that. Ugh. Okay.
This memory stick probably works on the computer in Bauer's MRI.
What, this computer here? Yeah, I think it's too late, so it doesn't really matter then. Right, so let's get down to this study. See if there's a safe in there. Is there a safe in here? I don't remember seeing... Ah! Ah, okay. Oh, crap! What we got here?
This must be the trance interrupter medication.
Okay.
And there's only one dose.
Use it myself. Okay. Oh, what's this? That's new.
There's a past due notice here.
You're late, you bum.
Oh.
Note to self, check and make sure I made my speeder payment.
A past due notice, not a past due notice. That made it sound like it was something completely different. Right. I didn't really need to do this. I could have just done that from the thing. Right, let's get back to the street. Oh, secret. Oh, okay. It's just this. I don't think there's going to be anything else. Oh, I already closed that just now, didn't I? I suppose there could be things that weren't useful before that might be now. Oh, it's just a drawer close.
I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me something.
Okay, let's go back to the street. Right.
The Covenant footrest. Picked it up at a government warehouse sale years back. But I've never had the nerve to open it all the way.
I think that's yeah, the Covenant. I Raiders of the Lost Ark when they put it in that big warehouse at the end of the movie. And interestingly enough, no, actually, forget that. Right, let's go and ask some people some questions. I'm going to go and have a chat with my buddy. Yeah, he's open. Actually, yeah, he's free cast to midnight, isn't he?
Hey, Tex, how you doing?
Right. Trance interrupter serum.
Don't know about that.
Hey, you're a lot of help. Bauer's trance key.
No.
Can I punch him? Laser blade.
Uh,
Okay, you're completely
no.
useless. Okay. These guys are pretty compared to anyone in this place. There never is, though. I think the person probably to ask is, I forget his name now. Is there a key under there? Yeah.
But this key opens.
I think it opens that fridge.
It's a padlock key for a refrigerator. For extreme dieters only.
Oh my goodness, no, they've got the...
My God. You know what that is?
Holy
It's the
Land.
Cup of the Carpenter. It's from the Holy Land Toys collection by Robco. Batteries not included, a $10 value.
Okay, so that fridge is a complete waste of time then. New San Francisco Convention Center. Okay, I think I'm done in here. Okay, let's go and see Rook, but I think that he's the guy I want to see, really.
Perhaps I've been wrong about you, Murphy.
Wrong? You can tell me about trans-interrupter serum.
No. Next. Are you going to ask me about everything you've ever heard of?
Well, lately,
What is that?
if I could come put a comb through your hair.
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse.
So you keep saying. Wow, I wish I was getting this in other games. 270 FPS. Actually, it keeps getting up to 290.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't expect you guys
I
to
don't
have
know if
anything.
this has anything to do with
Oh.
this trans key you're talking about, but after that 48 Pandin flew off, I circled back. I took a quick look around and saw a fresh hypo on the ground along with a few cards. I grabbed them. If you want them, just don't tell the cops I gave them to you.
I do want him. Did he give me him?
You think we got something that expensive here? And you know you gotta have a license to carry one, right? Look, I have one of my own. I'll give it to you. But only if you swear that it squares us up.
Okay, so if I sworn it. So, I now got 2 of these.
This laser blade can help me free Mason Bowers from Sesen. This is trans-interrupter serum, the only thing that can bring back memories. And there's only dosage for one person. If I use it on Mason, maybe you can tell me where more... This laser blade can help me free Mason Bauer.
okay.
These 4 of clubs cards were found scattered all over the alleyway by Zach after the abduction. I think Bauer's trans-interrupter key may be the phrase 4 of clubs.
Ah, okay. Let's go. I can do it from here. I don't need to go there. Right. Let's go back to Sesen. Oh, good. I go straight to him, then I don't have to go running through all that.
Sesen, how are you today? How's everything going here at the camp?
That's what I had in my arm.
4 clubs. 4 clubs. 4 clubs, Mason. Come on, wake up. Come on, don't be deaf, dumb, and stupid. Please, Mason, wake up. That's it. Come on.
Tex, where are we?
Move fast.
We're in Sesen. We gotta move fast.
Is that the trans-interrupter? What have you done?
Uh-oh. Neurologist's mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Brought you back from Zombieland. These guys wiped your memory.
No, they didn't. I did!
What? Why the hell would you do that?
Oh, God. Now they can find out everything I know. How could you do this?
Oh, well, maybe because I want my memory back. Your friend said you're the only one who could help.
My friend?
Yeah, the one who came for the cryo chamber.
So he has it. The cryo chamber's safe?
Yes, he has it. So where do I get more serum? There was only 1 dose in your safe. And what the hell's my trans key?
Margaret injected you. She's the only one who could have helped you.
Yeah, and she's dead. And I'm pretty sure her head was the main ingredient in that soup can of yours. Why'd you cut off her head?
I didn't. It was Maldonado. I don't think I could have done it.
Yeah, well, don't mince words. Because it was your idea.
Margaret double-crossed us. She came up with her own plan, but I think we stopped her before she could give it to the translator.
Well, you don't come across as totally innocent.
She knew things, but she'd given up hope. However, some of us still believe. It wasn't fair of her to take those things to the grave. And I have the technology to tap what's inside her memories. Even after death.
That's
Well,
why
I
he's got the
stand
head.
corrected. You are insane.
You were in on it with us. We were all looking for the Tesla egg. But you're the one who found it in the wall of your apartment. I was still working from the inside.
Why you can get out of
Letting
there?
you all know what the translator was doing. By then, Margaret had stolen the egg and disappeared. I was afraid she switched sides, so I hired Maldonado to do surveillance on the Ritz, hoping she'd show up.
Yeah, and she did. She and that big mutant came by and injected me.
Mutant.
I caught up to her at the door of her apartment. All I wanted to do was talk, but she clutched her chest and collapsed. Dead before she hit the floor. Decapitation was the last resort.
So when does the abduction come in?
I called Maldonado just when the translator's henchman arrived. Maldonado brought the cryo chamber while I created a diversion. While they were chasing me, he did the deed. Then I used the transinducer on myself. We'll rendezvous with my friend. We gotta find that egg before the translator does.
All right, but let's swing by and get your wife, too, because she's been worried sick about you.
My wife? I don't have a wife.
Very good, Tex. You continually impress.
Are things getting worse?
It holds your answers. Don't let him find it.
Push him, push him. Terrible actor, this guy, isn't he? Go on, give him a boot up the arse.
Welcome back, Tex. You certainly have a gift for making things interesting.
Yeah, it's a gift that just keeps on giving.
And you have a gift for campness.
I assume you have no idea who we are.
Let me just save some time here. I have no memory of you or anything else since this bastard here shot me and my girlfriend 7 years ago.
Yes. Margaret made sure of that, didn't she? Willing to die just to keep you out of the equation. Undermining me at every turn, right up until the end.
He's got a really weird accent, this guy.
You killed Chelsea.
You could say that.
Don't move.
Oh, it's my Aussie friend.
It's a long story, Tex.
Oh.
Maybe some other time.
I wasn't going to say
Just tell me what happened to Chelsea.
Dalton, would you please answer Tex's question?
My pleasure. We'd stolen your speeder, of course. After I sedated you and Chelsea, you were taken to a place where we could search your memories for leads to Margaret Leonard's whereabouts. When that failed, I staged Chelsea's death, attempting to draw Leonard out of hiding. We left identifiable DNA inside your burned-out speeder.
So she's not dead.
Which, incidentally, was uninsured.
Leonard didn't fall for it, unfortunately. Eventually, we let Chelsea go, and I never saw her again.
This was all before I returned. I've never seen Chelsea.
I haven't seen her either. As far as you know.
So let's hope for Chelsea.
So Chelsea's alive. Somewhere.
I don't know. Or care.
And you are?
I am the translator.
Is translating your profession or a hobby?
It is my mission and my destiny.
Well, I guess that makes 1,000,002 questions that I have. Everything would be a lot easier if you just unlocked my memory.
I would if I could, Tex, believe me. Unfortunately, Margaret took your trance key to her grave.
What? I'm supposed to believe that I'm on your guys' side for whatever's
Your
going on?
guys'?
That's right. We're all in this together.
We united in a common goal. It was a goal Margaret and I used to share many years ago. But she lost hope after I died.
Joe Hansen? Margaret Leonard's husband? The FBI agent who stole the Tesla cash?
I am. And I did. But when I learned what we'd taken from Tesla and buried in our vaults, what amazing technologies he had to offer the world, it became my dream to complete his work. But then I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. I had little time left, so we decided that I should be preserved in a cryogenic state, in hopes that a cure could be found someday.
But now you're here, alive again. So who's the one who brought you back?
Margaret refused. She said it wasn't safe yet. I tried to pressure her, and she disappeared.
In the end, it was Mason who completed the reanimation.
What was it like?
Indescribable. I saw eternity. And I returned with a renewed sense of purpose. I finally saw the true vision of Tesla's work.
So if Mason brought you back, why did he turn against you?
Margaret can be very persuasive. I think she convinced Mason that my work was too risky. But she couldn't convince you, Tex.
I'm a little lost here. Why do you need me?
Margaret held one last piece of the puzzle. The Tesla egg. It is the nucleus of the atom. Without it, the spirit radio has little effect.
Spirit radio?
But with it, veil between living and dead will vanish.
That's not
And
good.
we will all exist within the immortal coil.
That's the Tesla Immortal Coil
We
now.
have work to do. You're free to go, Tex.
These guys must be playing some kind of mind trick on me. This has got to be a setup of some kind.
Tex,
You're
buddy,
watching me?
I'm afraid I haven't been totally straight with you. Over the last 7 years, you have become a lying, womanizing, duplicitous, two-timing cutthroat who plays both sides against the middle for money, and is partners with the gentleman who just left the room. I thought you could just walk away from the person you'd become, but I see that fate may have something else in mind.
Day 7. The Talking Dead. Or Lost in Translation. Good film, that. One of my favourites.
After I returned from Sesen, I called Alt to tell him Mason Bowers had taken a 40-foot leap. The guy was so broken up, he hung up the phone. I'm not sure if Bauer's death ended Alt's interest in this whole sorry mess, but my gut tells me I'll need his help if I'm ever going to solve this case. I decided to visit St. Germain to find more information about the Tesla
Oh, yeah, he's that
egg.
big fat guy, isn't he?
So, how goes the investigation? I don't suppose you have any news regarding that egg we talked about?
Well, everybody's talking about the Tesla egg, but I think I've got a lead on it.
Ah, the egg of Columbus, the copper egg. Unveiled by Tesla at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893, it was the very heart of a small prototype that, some say, would become his most notorious invention.
But you seem underwhelmed, and that's not good.
You know the story of Tunguska?
Well,
Yep.
I do now.
If you believe, as many do,
Good idea.
that the Tunguska explosion was caused by the Tesla death ray, and you believe that the Tesla egg is a core component of the death ray,
Don't.
then the egg would be of immense fortune. Tell me, what do you believe, Mr. Murphy?
I believe you know a lot more than you're telling me.
Are you familiar with Paradise Lost?
Very.
Isn't that one of those resorts for swingers?
No, it's John Milton, for crying out loud.
Paradise Lost is a poem about the great divide in heaven when Lucifer was cast out. After his banishment, Lucifer swore revenge and created an army of his own. He and his followers waited in darkness for their chance to strike back at the god who cast them out.
Battle of Armageddon.
After a 3-day battle against the faithful angels, the forces of evil were banished from heaven for all eternity.
Well, I like it when the good guys win.
Yes. But what if the war were not over? What if Lucifer had not been defeated, but lay in wait, preparing for his chance to overthrow heaven?
Well,
Through the
debating
Masons.
hypothetical fairy tales a little nerdy for me.
Look at the world around you. Did heaven win the battle? Man has created hell on earth. And the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness.
I think he just asked the wrong question.
He's a grasping, clawing, foolish creature, willing to commit any sin to appease his base and greedy nature.
I thought I was jaded. You really think we're as bad as all that?
There are still some who give me hope. You, I'm not sure about. Your role, whether for good or evil, has yet to be determined.
He's not so bad. Does he have
Yours
the
isn't
egg?
good.
No, my dear. Entirely the wrong egg. An interesting trinket, to be sure, but not the egg I'm searching for.
Well, if it isn't Ariel Bowers. You know, I hope I pronounced that correctly because Bowers doesn't have a wife.
Great work, Detective. How long did that take to figure out?
Not long. After Bowers told me.
I have to confess, I haven't been totally honest with you on some things.
Just some?
I didn't know who you were when you first interrupted my own search of Bauer's place.
And what were you doing there?
I work for an organization you wouldn't have heard of. We're based out of St. Petersburg.
Florida.
Russia.
How about you?
I don't work for anyone. Just the greater good. And my own little passions, of course. Ariel and I have crossed paths on several occasions. This time we seem to have some objectives in common, so we pooled our resources.
Yeah, I'm well familiar with Ariel's resources. How common are your objectives and mine?
That depends. You the kind of man who lets innocent people die?
Not normally, no.
You've heard of the Tesla Legacy Society. At one time it had a membership of hundreds. After Charles Johansson died, the numbers dwindled.
Johansson, not Johansson.
Some time ago, all those people vanished without a trace. I'd hoped to find some answers from Bowers.
Oh, I got news for you. He's not dead. He's back.
He's the translator, I presume.
The one building the immortal coil. You say you like it when the good guys win? You plan on doing anything about that?
Oh, sure. Leave it to me, as always. What are you two gonna do about it?
This is not my battle to fight.
He knows me. I won't be able to get close to him like you can.
You shall have to find the Tesla egg first. Of course.
Great. I didn't even think of that. Well, if you don't have any more helpful tips...
Until we meet again, Mr. Murphy. And something tells me we will.
Until next time.
Can't help thinking she looks a lot better in clothes than she would without them.
After visiting with St. Germain, the former Mrs. Bowers invites me to a place called the Resort and says she has information to exchange.
Well, well. If it isn't Dudley Do-Right.
I thought you wanted a Dudley Do-Right. Guilty pleasure.
Yeah. You only get caught if you want to get caught.
What can I say? It's part of my job. I'm a spy.
Let's do a double entendre.
Well, let me guess. You specialize in undercover operations.
No, I really am. The organization I work for, you couldn't pronounce it, but in English it's called the White Guard.
White Russians.
We've been monitoring the translator for years. We've had our eye on you as well. So are you going to interrogate me? I have so much to confess.
I'd rather not. Show off.
So you're sure I couldn't pronounce that Russian name? I'm pretty good at pronunciation.
I'll be honest with you. I need your help, Tex. And I can help you, but I had to find out where your loyalties were.
Turn the tables.
Really? Well, what about me? When do I find out about you and where your loyalties lie?
That's why we're here, together, alone. I hope you don't mind I took the liberty of ordering some food. Should be here any minute. I thought we could have a bite, get to know each other better.
Set the spider to the fly.
I told you, Tex, I've had my eye on you for a while. And as you know, I'm not married. Who knows what lies ahead?
Lies ahead. That may be the truest thing you've ever said to me.
It's a rough world out there. Any of us could be dead tomorrow. I live in the moment. And right now, I want that moment to be with you.
Stay true to your girl.
Ariel, I have any number of reasons to keep you at arm's length. But right now, I just need one. There's a woman that I care about. I might even be in love with her. And until I know for sure, I can't afford to live in the moment. No matter how gorgeous or enticing that woman might be.
I know things you might want to know.
I'm sure that you do. But if they come with strings attached, I'm not interested.
Okay, I promise. No strings attached. That must be the food. Just
Are
gotta
they
change
drugged?
real quick.
No, no, no changing.
Okay.
Ah, that's
I
more
need
like
to get
it.
this out before you say anything. I get it. You don't know me anymore. But I know you, and I'm not just gonna give up on what we had. It may not have been much, but I wanted it to be much, and I'm here just to
Oh
see
no,
if
she's
you'll give
gonna
us
see
one more
Ariel.
chance. Please.
Admire Taylor's honesty. Break up in a touch of sleaze. With a touch. No. Admire Taylor's honesty.
You know, maybe you're right. Maybe I should give us another shot. I mean, at least you've always been honest with me. Look, I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. Could we maybe talk about this later?
I'm ready to eat. I'm
I mean-
famished.
Who would you choose?
And who's this?
That's a woman. Okay. Menage a text. Deny Taylor. No, commit to Taylor.
This is Taylor. We're getting back together.
Nice one.
Who was that?
Who knows? She said she was Mason Bauer's wife, but she wasn't.
Interesting outfit.
I think she may have been trying to seduce me.
And why did she slap you?
Well, obviously, she didn't succeed.
I'm glad. So what do you want to do now?
Well, we have food coming and wine chewing.
Oh, I've got a lot of catching up to do. Sounds like a perfect way to start.
Okay, hopefully I can end it here.
Taylor's something special, and I don't want to lose her. There's a magic she has. She's so accepting, and she puts me at ease. I used to believe Chelsea was the perfect one for me, but time and circumstances change, even if you don't want them to. As hard as you try, you can't go home again. Me and Taylor head back to my office on Chandler, where she insists on being brought up to speed on the case.
Well, she's an investigative journalist. Mind you, is she going to turn out to be a snake?
It's horrible what happened to Mason. And this is gonna sound terrible, but now he's gone, how are we ever gonna get your memory back?
Something tells me my memory may end up being the least of our worries here.
So if I've got this right, Dalton got Mason to thaw out Johansson, who came back after 30 years with a few screws loose, calling himself the translator. And now he's building something called the Immortal Coil, which requires the spirit radio and the Tesla's egg, or whatever that is. Do you really believe all that stuff about the radio and being able to contact this woman?
I don't know. You told me yesterday that Charles Johansson could come back from the dead. I wouldn't have believed that either, except I saw him with my own eyes. This is worth a try. I just need to find out what Margaret did with the egg.
Maybe you can pick her brain. Sorry, that's mean.
Who knows? Maybe that's why they cut off her head. I mean, Maldonado and Bauer both died protecting it, keeping it away from the translator, so maybe there's a way to tap into Margaret's memories directly from her brain. I don't know how else her head would have anything to do with the spirit radio or the Immortal Coil.
Well, cowboy, before you get too crazy, you might want to follow up on a lead I found for you. Called in some favors, and found information on a property listed outside the city in Margaret Leonard's name. I thought we could go check it out. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Well, in order for me to get lucky, nothing unlucky has to happen to you, so I'm going by myself.
God, I love your tough guy shtick. You may just get lucky before, during, and after.
So who is Margaret Leonard, really? Is she a modern Dr. Mengele experimenting on damaged human beings for her own gratification? And why is she the critical key to my world over the last 7 years? My head's still spinning when I spot the location 200 feet below me.
huh?
I've got a bad feeling about this. Of course,
Okay.
I've always got a bad feeling about
Is
this.
that just a bush, or is that a guy with a gun? No,
Could
it's a
you
bush.
just go ahead and place me in a hard case?
Okay. So I'm going to end the episode here, and we'll continue. Is this guy blind? Hopefully. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next episode. Cheers for now.